In this video, we're just going to simplify some trig expressions using our sum and difference identities. So the first expression that we want to work with is the cosine of theta minus 3 pi halves. So you can go ahead and set that up as your u and v, and we're going to expand this out using our formula and see what we can do from there. So this is cosine and it's subtraction, so I'm going to use this one. Cosine u, cosine theta, cosine v, cosine 3 pi halves, plus sine u, sine theta, sine v, sine 3 pi halves. Notice when you're using these sum and difference identities, especially when you're doing a difference one, that negative never comes down with the angle. Your v is always just whatever's right here, not the sign with it. The sign is just telling you which one of these formulas you use. Okay, so let's simplify this a little bit using our unit circle. We can't do anything with cosine theta yet, but we can find the cosine of 3 pi halves. 3 pi halves is straight down at the bottom of your unit circle at the point 0, negative 1. So your cosine there is 0, because that's your x value there. And then we have sine theta that we can't do anything with yet. But the sine of 3 pi halves, same thing. If we're going down to the bottom of the unit circle, that point is 0, negative 1. And sine is the y part, so negative 1. All right, so anything times 0 is just 0, so that whole part cancels. And then here we have sine times negative 1. So that becomes negative sine theta. So that is our simplified version of this expression over here, just negative sine theta. Let's look at number 2 using a tangent. We want to simplify the tangent of theta plus 3 pi. So theta is u and 3 pi is v. All right, and this is an addition, so we're going to use this formula. Tangent of u be tangent of theta plus tangent v, tangent 3 pi, divided by 1 minus tangent u, so tan theta, times tan v, times tan 3 pi. Okay, so everywhere we see a tan theta, we can't do anything with that just yet, but the tan 3 pi we can. Now, we've not really found the tangent of 3 pi before, but think about in the unit circle where 3 pi would be. Remember, this is 0. We go to here, that's 1 pi. We come back around to where we started, that's 2 pi. We go halfway around again, we're at 3 pi. So 3 pi is actually the same place in the unit circle that 1 pi is. So you can treat this as just finding the tan of 1 pi if you want to. All right, so let's fill that in. So I'm going to go ahead and copy down tan theta plus, okay, what is the tan over here at 3 pi or 1 pi? Remember, tan is y divided by x, and your ordered pair over here is negative 1, 0. So if we do y divided by x, that's 0 divided by negative 1, which is just 0. So the tan of 3 pi is 0. On the bottom, we have 1 minus tan theta times the tan of 3 pi, which we just said was 0. All right, so let's simplify a little bit. The tan of theta plus 0 is just tan of theta. On the bottom, it's just going to be a 1 because tan theta times 0 goes away, because anything times 0 is 0, so we're just left with a 1 on the bottom. So our simplified answer is just tan theta. So these identities can actually be pretty useful whenever you have something that you want to simplify.